last piece of advice is that who we hang out with outside of our dating world is extremely important, especially after a breakup. Because after a breakup, we tend to date down, right? And we need our friends to be our radar. Here's the deal. After a breakup, you're not gonna go after the Margot Robbies and the Chris Evans anymore. That's what I call the Mount Everest. You just got your heart broken. You're gonna lower it, play it a little safer. You're gonna be hanging around like Mount Whitney or Half Dome, okay? Or if you're like me, who plays it really safe after a breakup, parking lot of Chipotle, okay? So basically, I'm dating Schmeagol from Lord of the Rings at this point, okay? Because he's not gonna leave, right? So, I had just gone through this huge breakup, and I called my girlfriends, and I was like, I know I'm still healing, but it's been 24 hours, and I met this one guy, and he's really weird, but he's kind of nice, and I think he's the one. And they were like, you need to bring him to the bar right now. And I was like, well, it's a little late at night. And they're like, bring him to the bar. And I was like, okay. So, we walk into the bar. Here I am, dragging in fucking Gollum, okay? Dragging in Gollum, and 60 seconds, guys, no more than 60 seconds. My girlfriends have come up, separated us, sent him home in a lift, grabbed me a Sauvignon Blanc, sat me down and said, girl, we need to work on this self-esteem because this shit ain't happening again, okay? Yes. I did have to stop hanging out with this group of married women because they made me feel bad. Well, they made me feel bad while simultaneously complaining about being married. Like, their biggest complaint was, we have to have sex all the time. They always want to have sex. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm sorry. The women that are complaining about sex have diamond rings on their finger. I'm over here doing Debbie Does Dallas in a hot tub with a guy named Tico, and he won't even accept my Facebook friend request. Do you know what I mean? Now, when I turned 36, I had the best handle on my life. I was in therapy. I was in the best shape of my life. I was making 6 figures doing what I love, and I was dating a higher caliber of man. I'm talking about the kind of guy who tells other people you're their girlfriend. In Los Angeles! You have to dig for these fuckers, but they're there! It was going great, and I actually was dating this one guy. Very briefly, he called it quits, and that's fine, because now I had new tools to self-soothe, okay? I wasn't gonna sleep around or drink my way through every bar. Instead, I could go hiking, I could meditate, and I could call my therapist. Yes, and that lasted for 2 whole weeks.